Hi, this is Paul, your genius alignment expert, looking to help you get curious and grow today. Now, the subject today is the book, Get Curious and Grow by Diana Kander. Diana's book is, I think, an exciting one. It certainly was for me. Talking about experience, telling us what worked yesterday. Curiosity will help us discover what will work tomorrow. What you already know worked or not, but being curious will help you discover what will work tomorrow. In her book, she talks about success that can quietly become an obstacle to future growth. The more experienced we become, the easier it is to assume we already understand the problem, the customer, the employee, or the solution. In her book, Get Curious and Grow, Diana Kander challenges us to resist that expert mindset. Curiosity is not simply asking more questions, it's developing the humility to reconsider our assumptions, notice what is no longer producing value, and experiment with better approaches, like noticing what you're noticing. Growth does not always require dramatic reinvention and frequently comes through small improvements, honest reflection, and thoughtful subtraction, and willingness to seek help. So the message is, stop trying to prove you already know the answer. Start becoming fascinated by what you still may have to learn. What a concept. Success can build blind spots. Number one, practices that created yesterday's success can eventually limit tomorrow's progress. Experience often causes us to recognize patterns quickly. Pattern recognition becomes premature certainty. We may stop listening because we believe we already know the answer. Curiosity keeps experience from becoming arrogance. Curiosity keeps experience from becoming arrogance. I know I've repeated that. The danger is not that experienced people know too little, it's that we sometimes become too certain about what we already know. And what we know worked yesterday, but maybe we have a different kind of problem. Key point number two, after the success building blind spots. Number two, hunt the zombies. Kander describes zombies as activities, processes, meetings, or commitments that continue to consume resources even though they no longer create meaningful value. Some work survives simply because no one questions it. Organizations often add new initiatives without removing old ones. Busyness can disguise low-value work, and curiosity asks, what could we stop doing? What could we stop doing? Here's a leadership thought for you. Before adding another process or committee or report or technology, determine whether something outdated can be eliminated. So key point number one, success can create blind spots. Number two, hunt for zombies. Number three, iterate instead of waiting for perfection. Growth usually comes through a series of small improvements, not one big bang. Try something, study what happened, adjust approach, and repeat the process. So instead of asking, what was I successful, ask, what did I learn and how can I improve the next attempt? Perfection delays progress. Iteration creates it. So key point number one, success can build blind spots. Number two, hunt for zombies. Number three, iterate instead of waiting for perfection. Number four, play with the data. Data should provoke questions, not merely confirm what leaders already believe. So look for unexpected patterns. Examine outliers instead of dismissing them. Compare assumptions with actual behavior and ask what numbers are not telling you. Data becomes valuable when it changes the questions we ask. Leadership thought data should not be used as decoration for a decision that's already been made. That was point number 4. Point number 1, success can create blind spots. Number 2, hunt the zombies. Number 3, iterate instead of waiting for perfection. Number 4, play with the data. And number 5, build a pit crew. Kander uses the image of a race car pit stop. High performers periodically leave the track to receive feedback, repair weaknesses, and prepare for the next stage. And have you ever seen a pit crew in action? It's amazing. They don't have any wasted action at all. And they have perfected what they do. No one sees all their blind spots. Feedback shortens the learning curve. Mentors offer perspective. Trusted colleagues challenge our assumptions. And growth requires enough humility to receive help. A lot of people don't want to receive help. Okay. Leadership thought. The strongest people are not those who never need assistance. They are those who intentionally surround themselves with people who make them better. 5 key points. Success can create blind spots. Number 2, hunt the zombies, those things that get in your way. Number 3, iterate instead of waiting for perfection. Number 4, play with the data. And number 5, build a pit crew. This is what curiosity sounds like. Curious leaders replace certainty with this. What am I assuming? What has changed since we created this process? What experiences this problem differently? Who experiences this problem differently than I do? What are we continuing simply because it's familiar? What could we remove rather than add? What would we try if we were not afraid of being wrong? What did the last attempt teach us? And whose perspective are we missing? As I ponder that, I'm thinking of a system that most hospitals and emergency rooms use now, operating rooms for sure, that they bring in everybody, including the cleaning staff, in terms of the perspective. Everybody's important in a team. If somebody is touching your transaction or operating procedure, you got to ask them what's going on with them. And you got to change the questions. For instance, you got to change, we already tried that, to what do we learn when we tried that? You got to change, this is the correct process, to is this still producing the intended result? We got to change the I'm the expert to who sees something I can't see. So for leaders, a curious leader does not immediately enter every conversation with an answer. The curious leader investigates before judging, listens before correcting, tests assumptions before creating policy, separates tradition from necessity. Oh man. Treats mistakes as information, creates psychological room for employees to say, I see this differently, and remains willing to change direction when evidence appears as appropriate. Curiosity is not indecisiveness. It's disciplined openness before deciding. Very, very important. So here's a challenge for you. For the next 7 days, replace one automatic answer with a genuine question. Instead of saying, here is what we need to do, leaders, say, what are we missing and what would make this better? As most of you know, if you've been listening to this at all, I'm a better way kind of how person. And I love that. What are we missing? What can we do better? The conclusion is that curiosity is not a personality trait reserved for creative people. It's a leadership discipline. Curiosity helps successful people from becoming stagnant. It exposes unnecessary work, strengthens decision-making, and curiosity turns failures into useful information. Most importantly, it reminds us that growth begins when we stop defending what we already know and become interested in what we have not yet discovered. Certainty protects the past. Curiosity creates the future. A great book, great concept, great thought for you to take under consideration and chew on it and see if it fits. And then if it does, wear it. Make it happen. Thanks again for the call. I am your genius alignment expert. I work with people who are successful and yet frustrated or tired or incomplete at the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of the year. If that's you or somebody you know, what's going on is that you're not working the way you're designed to do. You're wired a certain way, and if you're wired with ABC wires and you're doing BCD wire stuff, you're not in the right lane. You're not fulfilled. The reason why you're not fulfilled is because you're not doing what you were designed to do. Well, I help people figure out that. I work with people to get them back on track so that they can be all they can be, so that it can be of significant import in this life. Hope you understood all that. My website is geniusalignment.com. Look forward to talking with you. You can go to that website and make an appointment, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the other side. God bless you. 505-706-2868. 505-706-2868. God bless.